guys, this is Ken from Brick Fam giving you another parent guide and review, this time for the LEGO Star Wars Sith TIE Fighter. And look at this ship. This is absolutely amazing. There are a ton of things I love about this ship, and there's one major thing I hate about it. So stay tuned to the end where we talk about the things that I don't like, because that might help you decide whether or not that one thing is a deal breaker for you as a parent or not. This build itself has 470 pieces, which isn't huge, but it's a good amount, especially for a young person who wants to take some time to build something from a movie that they love. First, let's take a look at the design of it. These have the triangular wings, which I think look absolutely terrific. Not only are they triangular, but you can see here in the front view, there's two levels of wings. There's an outer wing and an inner wing, and they play off each other really, really well. I love the color scheme on this TIE Fighter. The black, the gray, and the red. I think the colors here really make it pop. You've seen a lot more of this color scheme in some of the other TIE Fighters. We'll be reviewing one of those here in just a few days. You see it as well in Kylo Ren in his helmet with the red etchings in there from the cracks. I just think those colors look terrific for the Sith, for the bad guys. So as you look at this, obviously the two layers on the side, the great thing is that in between the two layers is a missile that you can launch. Now if you press down right here on this piece, that works inside the wing and launches the green little missile, and then you can stick it in there and reload it. It has those green missiles on both sides of the wing. And then here, let's look at some of the details. The cockpit opens up, which in my mind is the coolest effect, the coolest part of it. You can open the cockpit both down here in the front, in the red part, and you can open the top part of it. Now, there's not a lot of room inside, and not that you need a lot of room for your LEGO minifigures to go inside there, but I just wish it was a little more spacious. I don't know, the minifigures are kind of jammed in there, and even when you put everything back where it goes to close up the cockpit, it's just a tight fit. Let me show you how that works. So open the top, put down the front. We'll grab the pilot right here. He's got a gun. It's not really good for him to go in there with the gun, and we'll move his arms back. We'll put his legs up, and he just slides right in there, okay? And then we'll put the front up. We'll put the back down. If I was that TIE Fighter pilot, I would be pretty claustrophobic right now. It's just so tight for them. So even some other LEGO minifigures, if they have a little bit more to their outfit or their build, it makes it very difficult to put them in there. But that's what it looks like with it in there. Let me show you the back of this. The back of it looks nice. It looks fine. It's got exhaust ports. This part folds up and down. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be for when it lifts off the ground. I'm not sure, but I think it looks great. And then the whole thing rests, as you can tell, on these two black pylons. You take it off, and then you can fly it away. Now, this is actually pretty solid. You can see there's a little give, a little wiggle in it, but it's not too bad. If your children hold it right there in the center, I think they'll be fine. But I'm not convinced that if they drop this, it won't fall apart fairly easily. So we haven't tried it. We don't want to try it, but we'll see. Hopefully that won't be a problem for them. And then again, it sets right down on this base, and as it sets down there, it's supported by the pylons and also by the back of the wings. So that's how it's held in place there. No really other moving parts or special parts other than what I showed you, the missiles, the cockpit part there. So let's take a moment and we'll look at the minifigures, because I do really enjoy the minifigures that are part of this set. First, we have a Knight of Ren. So if you watch Rise of the Skywalker, you know, well, spoiler alert, the Knights of Ren show up to help Kylo Ren. And so this is one of those knights, At first, he looks pretty monochromatic, but when you look at the details, there's an amazing amount of silver and gray and dark gray and black there in the front of his outfit. Looks very intimidating. You can even see there's a small knife there going down from his outfit to the front of his leg. You can take his cap off, and on the back, there's no other face there. He only has one. I guess the Knights of Ren aren't known for their happy expressions. Just a cool looking guy. Here's the second enemy. This is the TIE Fighter pilot, and look at the amazing detail on his mask. I think in years past, they probably would have just printed the details on there, but they've actually formed and shaped the helmet with all these different angles, with the hose coming out, which goes down to his chest. He comes with a little pistol. Again, doesn't really fit in the cockpit with the pistol, but who needs a pistol while they're flying a TIE pilot? And that's the look of his face, the classic Stormtrooper look there. No face on the back. No real intricate design there on the back. Pretty typical. But one of the best looking masks I've seen LEGO ever produce. And finally, we have the hero. We have Finn. And Finn is definitely redesigned for the newest movie, for Rise of the Skywalker. He's got a satchel there at his side. Lots of different colors there on the front of his shirt. And, of course, he comes with a blaster. On the back there, nothing special, but Finn does have two different faces. So he's got his happy face when everything's going well, and he has his scared face for when he's running away from the bad guys. A great character to have. Again, great character from the movies, and I love the detail there on the shirt. Well done. So let me tell you what I like and what I dislike about the set. Again, I love the color scheme. I love the design. The minifigures are great. I don't like how tight the pilot area is, the cockpit is. But here is my big concern as a parent about this set. This will not stand up on its own, okay? If you take the pylons away, it won't stand up, and that's obvious, okay? We all know physics. It constantly tilts forward. Now you could maybe set it on its back, but even that with the piece behind the cockpit, that doesn't work too well. And so if you want to set it up, you have to set it up on these pylons. And these pylons are not very substantial. It's just a couple pieces holding the pylons together, and we've broken the pylons a number of times, and we're not playing rough with them. They just break easily. And so when you go to set this on the pylons, you have to get it on there exactly. And you go, well, you're behind it, so maybe you can't see it. No, it's kind of difficult to get right on the pylons. And yeah, see, even there, it's not connected. That is really my... That's really my only major criticism about the set. If you want to set it up on its pylons or make it sit straight, it's kind of a pain. This is what I'm talking about. It's kind of a pain to do. And so for children who tend to have less patience than adults, I really think it's only a matter of time until this falls off where it was sitting or gets bumped on the pylons and topples over. Again, it's pretty substantial. It's not bad. I'm not really worried about it. But to me, that's an issue. I wish they had come up with a better system to hold the TIE Fighter up, to support it, and connect it to a base. So not a huge criticism, but it is something, parents, that you want to think about. I know we're always sad when our kids get a Lego set and they put it together and something happens and it breaks. So something to consider before you purchase this set. Other than that, I think it's a terrific set. If your kids love Star Wars, especially if your kids love the Empire or the First Order in Star Wars, this is a terrific set for them. Not too expensive. I've seen it as high as $90. I've actually seen it as low as $60. So if you keep your eye out, you might be able to find it at a really good price. Well, thanks for joining us for this parent review and guide. I hope you'll come back and join us for more reviews. Click like or click subscribe and join us again here at Brick Fam. Have a great day. Bye-bye.